Hey, Crossroads family, Pastor Gabe Moreno here, and I'm so excited that you are taking part in this time of being in the scriptures together, in fasting, as we ready our hearts to celebrate the Resurrection Sunday, a beautiful event that unites us all together as a family of God because of the finished work of Jesus on the cross. Galatians 3, verse 13 reads this way. I want to read it to you guys and then talk through it. It reads this way. Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the law, having become a curse for us. For it is written, cursed is everyone who hangs on a tree. The Apostle Paul writes this letter to a group of churches. It's one of the unique epistles that's written to not just one household, not just one gathering, but a group of churches. And his primary goal was to dismantle the false teaching of a gospel of works. A gospel of works is this idea that you can earn salvation on your own merit, by your own ability, and through your own working, becoming perfect on your own and earning that place in heaven. Now, what's interesting about this chapter is that it says Jesus became a curse, but he has freed us from the curse. So what is the curse? The curse really is the impossible standard set by the Word of God. That there is a standard for right living. We use the word righteousness that man is expected to live up to, and we simply cannot. And Jesus lived that perfect life, and he died a sinless death in order to give us the gift of salvation. But I think it's interesting that Paul wrote this letter to a group of churches. Why is that? Because the idea of a gospel of works is very attractive to humanity. And I believe he wrote this to a group of churches because it was spreading to a group of churches. We often confuse effort with earning. And just imagine for a moment what heaven would be like if everyone who was there earned their place there, right? Like you would get there and someone would ask you, what did you do to get here? And you said, well, I went to church every Sunday. And then someone would come after you and they say, well, I went to church every Sunday and every Wednesday. And then another person would say, well, I taught kids ministry. And thousands of kids got saved. Heaven would very quickly become a prideful, boastful experience. Why? When an earning mentality is how we approach the gospel, pride is quickly to follow. The gospel, it is opposed to earning, but it isn't against effort. And that's because while you cannot earn salvation, because it's an impossible standard, you can obtain it by putting your faith and trust in Jesus. Brothers and sisters, we must fight like hell against the temptation to follow a works-based gospel. I want to leave you with this final thought. Following Jesus is going to require all the faith that you can muster. It'll feel a lot like effort, but it will be opposed to earning. So I want you guys to think about this week, how are you going to swim against the deceptive currents of culture and your natural desires this week in order to find yourself closer to Jesus? Thank you so much for joining us today here as we study the Word together, fast together, and seek the Lord together as one family of faith, fully engaged. Have a great day.